Hey there everyone, welcome to Tales in Text and I'm your host Nisha Prakash and this is Bite Size Bharata where you hear tiny tales from a grand epic. We start our episode on Jambudvipa in Bharatavarsha, in the city of Hastinapura. Shantanu has been waiting for the past 8 years for the return of his son Gangeya. During these 8 years, Shantanu has been a good king and the kingdom of Hastinapura has flourished. The rains come on time, food grows well, businesses thrive, and the residents are happy. But the emptiness in his personal life haunts Shantanu. One day, when he is feeling particularly sad, King Shantanu decides to go riding into the forest. He hopes that a ride and a hunt will lighten his mood. As Shantanu rides, he follows the course of the river Ganga. Memories of the past come flooding back into his mind. He is startled out of his reverie by the sound of an arrow being released from a bow. This is followed by the innocent giggle of a child. Shantanu follows the voice and he comes across a section of the river Ganga that has a flow much slower than the rest of the river. In the middle of the river, the king sees a young boy with twinkling eyes and a wide smile, shooting arrows into the river. A series of arrows lie embedded into the riverbed, their feathered tails proudly fluttering in the wind. Curious, Shantanu stops his horse, disembarks, and walks closer to the banks of the river. There is a child, a golden-hued boy about 8 years old. Shantanu asks the boy, "Child, what are you doing? Why have you shot these arrows into the river? This is not the ideal way to catch fish or crabs." The child, surprised at the appearance of a stranger, replies, "Sir, I am not trying to catch fish or crabs for my meal. I am trying to slow the flow of this water by creating a dam using my arrows." And indeed, Shantanu noticed that the flow of the Ganga has been stemmed. Astounded by the ability of such a young child to curtail the movement of such a mighty river, he asks the boy, "Who are you, child, whose skill in wielding weapons is so sharp that you are able to control the mighty Ganga?" Before the child can respond, the water from the river magically rises up and shapes itself into the form of a woman. As the woman appears clearly before Shantanu, he recognizes with a shock that it is his wife, Ganga. Ganga walks and stands close to the boy. She gently caresses the top of his head. She looks at Shantanu and says, "Do you recognize me, king? It is me, Ganga. And this," she points to the child, "is our son. I have named him Devavrata, the one devoted to the gods, for his intense devotion towards the gods." Ganga continues, "I have reared him with care and have sent him for tutelage to some of the most revered sages to learn all aspects of dharma. He is now ready to take his place beside you, to serve you for the best interests of the kingdom. The time has come, king, for your son to be returned to you. Take him back to Hastinapura and train him to be a good and just ruler." Then turning to little Devavrata, Ganga says, "Son, I love you with my entire being, and if I could, I would let you remain with me. But your destiny lies in the royal house of the Kurus, and the time has come for you to learn from and serve your father. So go with him, take care of the kingdom, and know that I am always here in these waters should you need me." Seeing this, the human Ganga transforms into her riverine self and continues flowing as before. Shantanu and the child look at each other. The king's heart fills with joy and his eyes fill with tears. He quickly walks into the river and picks up his son. Hugging him tightly and showering him with kisses, he repeats, my son, you've come back to me." Devavrata too is delighted. A part of him is sad at the loss of his mother, but he is very happy to have finally met the royal father he had grown up hearing all about. Together, father and son walk out of the river and get back on the horse. They ride back to Hastinapura to start a new chapter in their lives. Thanks for listening. If you liked what you heard, like my video and subscribe to my channel. I'm Nisha Prakash and this was Bite Size Bharata, where you hear tiny tales from a grand epic. I'll see you next time on Tales in Text.